Attention Gen X, are you looking to retire comfortably? Let me be real with you for just a second here. If your plan right now is just to keep working, saving what you can, and hoping it all works out, that's not a plan anymore. But here's the good news. There is a way to start building something today, that doesn't rely on your job, it doesn't take over your life, and can be built in about 2 hours a day. So let me explain. Have you noticed this? Everything costs more, right? Groceries, gas, housing, even just going out for dinner. But your income, it pretty much stays the same, doesn't it? And if you're like most people I talk to, you've probably had that moment, standing there, looking at your bank app, thinking, how is this supposed to last into retirement? Look, you're not crazy for feeling that way. Because the truth is, the system that we were taught to trust isn't working the way it used to. We were told, work hard, stay loyal, put in your 30 or 40 years, and you'll be taken care of. But what actually happened? Pensions disappeared, costs went up, and job security, that is basically gone now, right? So now you've got people in their 50s and 60s still working just as hard, but feeling further behind. And I get it because I lived it. I worked long hours in security. I missed time with my family. I did everything I was supposed to do. Then I spent years in different businesses trying to figure out something. And honestly, most of it didn't work. It took too much time. There was too much chasing people. There was way too much pressure. And it felt like I was always on. And then something clicked for me. I realized if your income only works when you are working, you're always going to feel stuck. That's the real problem. It's not effort, it's not motivation, and it's definitely not discipline. Okay? It's the type of system you're using. So instead of asking, how can I work harder? I started asking a different question. How can I build something that works for me? And that's when I found this model. It's a simple online business built around automation, where the system does all the heavy lifting. And let me keep this simple, okay? You're not building websites. You're not chasing friends and family. You're not cold calling message people all day long, right? The system is already built. And your job? Just plug in, follow the step-by-step blueprint, and focus on a few simple things each day. Takes about 2 hours a day. That's it. And listen, if this is starting to click for you, I've got something that will help you see exactly how this works. You can grab a free copy of our 10K in 30-day blueprint. All you need to do is just click the link in my bio, enter your email, and it will walk you through everything step by step. Even if you're just curious, go ahead, take a look. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm not tech savvy. I don't have a following, or I've never done anything like this before. That's perfect, because neither had most of the people when they started. Okay, this was designed for beginners. In fact, starting fresh can actually be an advantage. Now, inside this, you're learning how to build a simple online presence. You're going to learn how to attract the right people, not chase them. Use automation so you're not glued to your phone, and create something that runs in the background even when you're not working. Just think about this for a second. What would your life look like if you weren't consistently checking your bank account? If you didn't feel stuck to your job that you don't enjoy, or if you had more time to actually live, to travel, to be with your family, to do the things you've been putting off. That's really what this is all about. Because here's the part that nobody likes to say out loud. Waiting doesn't make it better. In fact, it usually makes things worse. Think about it. Another year goes by, costs go up again, and suddenly retirement feels even further away. Now, this isn't about getting rich overnight. This is about building something real. Something that gives you options, something steady, something scalable, something that grows over time. Look, I'm not here to convince you, but I am here to show you what's possible because once I saw this, I couldn't unsee it. And I wish I had found it sooner. So if you're even a little bit curious, click the link in my bio, grab the free blueprint, and just see if it makes sense for you. And remember, if you're tired of always being on, it's time to build something that works when you don't.